Good afternoon, TVEC, and welcome to a special announcement for TVECs. I have lots of TVECs here, so I'm going to go as quickly as possible, but having lots of TVECs is a really good thing. That means a lot of folks in the school are doing great things, and I love to see that. I also have our first leveling up for the school year, and that is Dr. Burns' class, and they leveled up on level 1, and they chose Bring a Stuffed Animal Day for getting their pride points. So awesome job, Dr. Burns' class. Congratulations to you guys, and we'll see a lot more coming up in the next few weeks, I'm sure. All right, I'm going to get to our TVECs. We have Liam Madonna, kindergarten, Miss Wright's class. Liam kindly offered to help a friend write his name when he saw that he was having difficulty. So Liam, TVEC for you. We have Gwen Giffen, Miss Wright's class. Gwen helped a friend get out a whiteboard of supplies. She always cleans up after herself and others without being asked. So Gwen, TVEC for you. Teddy Schultz in Miss Wright's class. Every morning, Teddy enters the classroom and does his job. He unpacks, puts his folder in the bin, unstacks chairs and his table's chairs, and begins his morning job. Teddy, that is really taking care of the classroom. TVEC for you. Danny Mertzfield in Miss DeWolf's class. Oh, this is awesome. A classmate's flower on her headband broke, and Dandy offered to take it home for her mom to sew it back on. Dandy brought back the headband the next day, all fixed for her friend. So thoughtful. Dandy, that is really cool. TVEC for you. Jackson Goulden in Miss DeWolf's class. Jackson worked so hard trying to write his name all by himself, and because of this hard work, he's able to do it without any help later this week. I'm so proud of you, Jackson. TVEC for you. Frankie Hurley in Miss Campbell's class. Frankie's always following our classroom kindness pledge. Frankie, that's awesome. TVEC for you. Scarlett McHugh, this is from Miss Kirk. Scarlett's in Miss Campbell's class. Let's see. We have Scarlett was helping another friend in class during writing. Scarlett was showing a friend how to use the writing tools with kind and helpful words. Scarlett, oops, I missed. Get another one. TVEC for you. All right, we have Kane McGinnis. This is from Mrs. Ebling, and Kane's in Mrs. King's class. Kane did a great job of listening and following directions in music. He was a rock star. Kane, TVEC for you. This is also from Mrs. Ebling, and it is Riley McBride in Mrs. King's class. Riley remembered all the routines from first grade and modeled them for his class. That's awesome. TVEC for you, Riley. Levi Lazurka in Mrs. Cresswell's class. Always a listening buddy. Has a listening buddy during lessons and is trying his best all the time. Levi, TVEC for you. Congratulations. Zachary Snyder in Miss Cresswell's class. He put away a carpet circle when he noticed it was left behind. He did this without anyone asking him because he knew it was the right thing to do. That is awesome, Zachary. So here you go. TVEC for you. Oh, I'm going to mess this name up. It's Mila Sharor. I think I got that right. I don't know, but I'll correct it if I didn't. That's Miss Burns' class. Mila is always demonstrating the R in pride by showing respect to herself and others. Mila, it's TVEC for you. Hannah Fleck, Mrs. Abadusky's class. Hannah works very hard in class. She's 100% focused. She is also kind, friendly to everyone. Keep up the good work, Hannah. TVEC for you. Cameron Ellis from Miss Churling. Cameron always tries his best on every assignment. He is a hard worker and proudly likes to share his work. TVEC for you, Cameron. Lily Gillespie in Miss Cherlin's class. Lily is consistently a positive role model for her classmates. She's always one of the first students to follow directions. She's organized and works hard at every assignment and shares thoughtful answers in her work and with the class. Lily is always respectful and kind to everyone. Wow, those are great words for Lily. TVEC for you. Viviana Doherty in Miss Cherlin's class. Viviana is an upstander and a problem solver for herself and others. She is a kind, respectful role model for her class on a daily basis. Viviana, TVEC for you. Emmett DeFrank, Miss Jim Gochian's class. Emmett has been working really hard and showing a lot of effort in his work. Great job, Emmett. TVEC for you. We have Eva Nappy in Miss Jim Gochian's class. Always polite, helpful, and doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing. Eva, you're a great student. TVEC for you. All right, like I said, we got a bunch of them, so I got to gather some more TVECs here. We have Sammy in Miss Weaver's class. Sammy, working hard to recognize the size of the problem and act accordingly. He is improving each day already. Way to go, Sammy. TVEC for you. Kennedy Smith in Mrs. Weaver's class. Kennedy is a great role model, on task, and ready to learn at all times. TVEC for you, Kennedy. Chloe Goulden in Miss Weaver's class. Chloe is a role model every day. She's mastered her classroom rules and quietly shows others what is expected. She is a silent leader. Great job, Chloe. Cooper Markley, Mrs. Abadusky's class. Cooper is polite, responsible, works hard in class, and he loves the Phillies. So do I, Cooper. That's great. And they need to get on a hot streak right now. Cooper is an all-around good friend, so TVEC for you, Cooper. Bailey Keene in Mrs. Trofo's class. Bailey has started the year off on the right foot. She's kind, hardworking, and has a positive attitude. She's also a great teacher assistant. Keep up the great work, Bailey. TVEC for you. Myron Zwizansky. Sorry, Myron, that's a tongue twister sometimes. Miss Trofo's class. Myron comes to school every day ready to be great, smile on his face, being kind to others and respectful to adults and peers. Let's see. Thanks for being awesome, Myron. So that's a TVEC for you. Luke Wagner, Mrs. Trofo's class. Luke is a great friend to everyone, polite, patient, understanding, participates in class, and is a good role model for others. Keep up the great work, Luke. TVEC for you, Luke. All right. Olive in Miss Trofo's class. Olive is consistently focused during instruction, always listening and paying close attention to the lesson, actively participates in class, completes her assignment with 100% effort. Thanks, Olive. Keep up the great work. TVEC for you. Faith Busco in Mrs. Rodoloni's class. Faith is an excellent role model for a class, quietly leads by following directions, completing quality work, and consistently showing respect. That's a TVEC for you. Faith, Chase McCloskey, Mrs. Rodoloni. Chase made sure a friend was included in the morning meeting activity so they wouldn't be left out. Awesome job. TVEC for you, Chase. Kat Rogers and Mrs. Lonsdale. Kat is an excellent role model in the classroom. She's always participating in the lesson along with helping her friends. Kat also does a great job including others while playing, and that's important to do, to include others. So Kat, TVEC for you. Thomas Batman in Mrs. Lonsdale's class. In class one day, Thomas stood up for a friend when someone else was being unkind. He showed kindness and friendship that went above and beyond. Thomas, that's hard to do, and I'm really proud that you did that. So TVEC for you. Great job. Anna Wynn Bennett, Miss Berger's class. Anna Wynn Bennett is a fabulous role model, helpful to her teacher and peers, participates, raises her hand, always respectful. Anna Wynn, TVEC for you. Remy Heller for Mrs. Schul, being a model student, following directions quickly, quietly, working hard, showing integrity. Whoops, I missed. TVEC for you. Wyeth Carr, Mrs. Schul's class, communicating well with the teacher, working hard in class and at recess. I missed again. TVEC for you. And Mariana Rosano, this is from Mrs. Gosnell in Miss Berger's class. Mariana had a fabulous start to speech. She's excited to work on her speech sounds. She's following directions and participated very nicely with her peers. Mariana, that's a TVEC for you. There's a better one. All right, so I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Be safe, enjoy yourself. It's supposed to be nice and sunny. And we'll see you guys on Monday. And remember, treat yourself well and always be kind to others. Bye, everybody.